Hello everybody, my name is Chetan Kumar. I'm currently doing my BE in Computer Science from Dynamisar College of Engineering. I'm sure most of you have seen movies like Matrix, Terminator, Iron Man. These movies have absolutely enthralled the audiences for quite a long time now. What makes these movies stand out from the rest? It is without doubt the artificial intelligence and the robotics. So if you enjoy watching robots in action, you can certainly have a blast trying to make them. Robotics, as we know, is a confluence of many disciplines of engineering and science. So trying to construct robots from the first principles of these sciences can be a counterproductive and a cumbersome task. So we have to come up with alternatives to this particular problem, and one such alternative is the RDS, or the Robotics Developer Studio. The RDS has all the necessary implementation details done, thereby allowing the robotic developer to concentrate upon what is truly important, that is the robot's core functionality. There are many companies that offer RDSs, companies like Lego, Vex, Microsoft. Most of these are good, perhaps all, but there is one such RDS that stands out from the crowd, and that is without doubt Microsoft Robotics Developer Studio, or MRDS for short. To understand MRDS, one must first understand its parts, that are CCR, DSS and VPL. CCR is Control and Coordination Runtime. It is mostly used when a high degree of concurrency is required for your tasks. DSS is Decentralized Software Services, which is used for distributed computing. So, as we can see, CCR and DSS can also be used quite successfully in non-robotic applications as well. But what gives Microsoft Robotics Developer Studio is efficiency, its easy-to-use interface. That is, of course, VPL, or Visual Programming Language, which allows a programmer to define programs, logics, tasks, their schedules, interaction with hardware with a simple pictorial representation. There is also a feature in MRDS that allows VPL diagrams to be translated directly into code. This is, of course, a very valuable feature. So, I'm sure most of you have heard of or played with the Xbox at some point of time. What makes the Xbox so very successful? As you all know, the effect of Xbox on the gaming community has been totally phenomenal. It is the Kinect sensor, the Kinect motion sensor, which allows the user actions to be sensed and acted upon. Imagine if the Kinect motion sensor were to be interfaced with MRDS robotic systems, the implications would be stunning. Of course, MRDS offers another very essential service, that is the simulation of robots in a virtual environment that perfectly mimics the physical one we live in. The constraints of this physical environment can be manipulated at will and requirement. So this is simply an overview of a very vast technology whose potential is not being totally unleashed. So the documentation of MRDS has been very well done and offers an in-depth and quick start into MRDS. Thank you very much for watching this video. Adios.